In my opinion, every black girl should know how to cornrow. And if you can't and are willing to learn, maybe you've been looking for where to learn, worry no more because I'm going to be showing you the step by step method on how to make your own cornrows, not just on anyone, but on your own self. I'm going to be showing you the beginner's method from A to Z. All you have to do is to stay and watch this video to the end. The psalm of the day is, "For thou, O Lord, art a shield for me, my glory, and the lifter up of my head." And that's from Psalm 3, verse 3. Welcome back to the channel, and let's get started. Let's get started with moisturizing our hair. I'm first hydrating my hair because my hair is super dry as a high porosity hair girl. Then I'm going to move on to using leave-in conditioner to make sure to moisturize the hair. Notice what I'm doing. I first use water, or you can use a leave-in spray or a hair mist. Then I'm going with leave-in conditioner, which is also water based. Follow up with my hair butter. I'm not using hair oil right now for some reasons, but you can go ahead to use your hair oil if you are okay with that. But I'm just using hair butter to seal in that moisture before I get started. What this does is that it's not going to let my hair get dried before I finish making the hair. So my hair is going to stay moist until the end of my braids. Do you understand? Okay, this is how they look like after moisturizing and sealing in. I'm using Brazilian wool for the tips because I want to achieve a particular hairstyle that I saw online. It's a low bun cornrows, so that's why I'm using Brazilian wool as an added extension. I'm going to proceed further to make this section at the back. I'm just going to make 4 braids, and that's all. The reason I'm doing this is because for those girls that will not be able to manage the back of their head, especially if you're not using a mirror like me. If you have a mirror that you're looking at, it's going to be fine, like you're good to go. But if you do not have a mirror just like me, I'm not using any mirror. So I'm just going to create a section at the back, make 4 braids only. Okay, you don't have to do too much, just 4 braids or even 3 depending on the density of your hair. My hair is quite high, the density is quite high, so 4 is good. And make sure to do that. And the reason is because I'll be able to manage the back of my hair. I'm not going to struggle at the back because I'm not using a mirror. And even if you're using a mirror and you're still struggling with the back, then this method works perfectly well. I feel like the major concerns of most ladies when making cornrows is how to manage the back, because a lot of people do not know how to manage the back of their head, which is a major concern. I'm going to divide my hair into 2 right now because of the style I want to achieve, and then I'm going to go further into sectioning or parting. Yes, parting. This is parting. So just look at what I'm doing. I'm parting from ear to ear and then to the back to achieve the style that I want to achieve. I'm going to place the style on the screen so that you can see what I'm doing. Now, this particular form is a different form that we know. It's not just a regular cornrows, which is nice because you don't have to keep repeating a particular style of cornrows. Okay, so now that I'm done with parting, I'm just going to hold that with a hair tie so that it doesn't disturb me, and then we get started into the tutorial proper. Now that we started, I'm going to start by cutting a tiny section. I'm going to start by cutting a tiny section and then dividing it into 3. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm overlaying. Should I use the word overlaying? Yes, I'm just crossing. I'm going from left to right. Okay. Now my braids are 3. My strands are 3 rather. I've divided it into 3. So I'm just going to take one strand, cross to the other strand, take the other strand, cross to the other strand, right? Then as I move on, I also pick some hair. It's very easy. Okay. Take some strands and then weave as you go. Very easy. Now the beautiful thing is that you can practice this. You don't have to be perfect on your first trial. Because I'm doing a particular form, I'm not going all straight. I'm going from the middle down to the back. I got tired really easily. And that's because it's been a while I made cornrows. I won't even lie. If you go through my page, you notice that I do make twists and braids more often. Okay, so I got tired, and which is normal. You can take breaks in between, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, I'm going to braid down to the back, and then I'm going to show you the tutorial again using another part. Okay. So let's work with another part. I'm going to show you the technique again, divided into 3 strands. And I think this part is clearer. Just go, okay, from strand to strand, you are crossing. Then as you go, you pick a particular strand of hair, like you're picking strands of hair as you're proceeding down. It's quite easy. Once you cross to the other side, you just pick a little, then you cross, you pick a little. Notice what I'm doing. You cross, you pick a little. You can practice this on a dummy head or on your head. You can make different trials, and then when you are good to go, you can try on yourself very well. I mean, if it was trial and error got to do, right, it was going to do to you anyways. So just try it. You can start with the braids that you wear under your wigs, right? Then when your hands are firm and strong, you can now start wearing them out. Okay. Another thing I would like to say is that when you are making cornrows, please do not make them super tight. In as much as you're making cornrows to look good, also remember that it is a protective hairstyle and it helps in protecting your strands. So you don't want to be too harsh on your scalp. Okay. It's important to be firm and not to be tight. Now, being firm is you being able to grab the strands and not being too tight. If you're tight, it might not even be nice, but your scalp will be crying. Okay, so just learn to be firm. And that's why it's important to practice so that you get perfect. Look, we are at the ends of our braids right now. I left out some hair at the end. I know some of you will be wondering why I did so. That's because I'm going to be adding extensions. When you are adding extensions, you don't want to do that immediately. Number one is because you don't know how much extensions you will be working with. I mean, the quantity of hair you'll be working with. And number two is because extensions might slow you down. Okay, so I'm just adding the extensions now, and then I'll proceed to the end. If this is your first time of watching this video, of if this is your first time of watching me and you love what you see, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Everybody like this video, everybody give this video a thumbs up, share this video to other girls out there who you think need to learn how to make cornrows, and then drop a comment for me in the comment section. Please do not forget to watch this video to the end, and do watch my other videos. If you're already a subscriber, please click on the notification bell close to you, the bell icon, to be notified of my recent videos, because I noticed recently that YouTube has not been notifying my subscribers of my videos. So please engage this video massively. I need your support, you girls. Now we've gone to the end, and I'm just showing you how to tie the hair. Okay, I know Brazilian wool can be tricky, so you just want to make sure to tie it when you get to the end, and then cut out the excesses. That's all concerning this braid. Very simple. This hairstyle did not take me up to 3 hours. I'm not joking. Maybe it's because I'm really used to cornrowing myself, and if you're a beginner, it might take you longer. Also, it is not bad if you work with bigger parts. You can actually start by working with bigger parts. You don't have to work with smaller parts until you get perfect. I'm just going to be using some edge control for my edges, because as you can see, my edges are quite short. Okay, so I'm just going to lay them a bit. I'm not so great at laying my edges. Everybody cannot be good at everything. So I'm not so great at laying my edges, but I'm trying. So I'm just doing that to give it a final touch. I'm just going to go ahead to moisturize off camera with hair butter and maybe hair oil, and then proceed to packing the hair to my desired taste. Now you can actually leave your hair like this, which is fine, but because I'm going to do a low bun, I packed it and then proceeded to do my low bun. Simple. How am I doing my low bun? I'm just using my hair ties to do that. You can actually use scrunchies, whatever you have, ribbons, whatever, big hair ties, hair scarf, anything that works for you. But for me, I'm using this elastic hair tie, and I am good to go. This is how the braids look like when I was done, and let me know what you think of this hairstyle. Do you like it? Is this something that you're going to try? Is it something that you would love to try? Is it something that you're going to snap and send to your hairdresser as your next hairstyle inspo. This hairstyle is good for summer. I mean, summer is coming. This hairstyle is good for summer, it's good for spring, it's good for any kind of weather, right? Because it allows the air gets into your scalp. Let me know what you think about this hairstyle, and if you are going to be trying it, don't forget to save this video in case you need to come back to it next time, and drop a comment for me. Leave a comment for me in the comment section. I really want to hear what you think about this video. Also, let me know the other hairstyles you would love me to try, the other hairstyles you would love me to do a tutorial on, and if I can, I will try it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.